Hey guys, welcome to the Raceface F4 Championship here at Oran Park. So it's a really small track. I actually can't believe that supercars used to race here back in the day, but we're
Guys,
about to see the lights for race one. So here we go. So we get a really good start and get past Etienne sort of right away off the start. It's going to be a really busy opening lap with a lot of moves, a lot of cars on a very small track. So going into turn one,
jeez,
we get
bro.
absolutely smashed off track with a couple of other cars, but we managed to get on nice and safe again. More carnage through the rest of turn one, just trying to navigate. And yeah, finally through. Lost a couple of places, but we're still in the race. Go for a bit of a send here.
Net code.
Unfortunately, we have a bit of net code and we spun him. So I do apologize to Etienne. Obviously, I never want to do this. Never the plan to punt somebody. So um, yeah. So now we just wanted to kind of settle in, get up to a decent enough rhythm, and try to make places where we can. I know we're a bit quicker than Gabriel up front, so we are already looking for somewhere where we can kind of make a move stick. But I want it to be clean. And going around the last turn on lap one, there is carnage again, cars parked everywhere. Managed to negotiate that one again. A couple of guys going into the pits, we get some freebies, which is always good. And then down into turn one, the guys are two wide, three wide, and they managed to get
People
through
that know how to
relatively
sound
safely. One
breaks.
car off
Yeah,
Nico Killerman. I think
there
actually
was
actually
like a
smashed
big
us on turn
pile
one.
in the last corner.
But now we trying to get our focus in and get past Kurt. There's a bit of a lockup. It goes wide and he lets us through there. So there's one more done. Now we're focusing on Gabriel once again. And again, just trying to look at his patterns, look where he's quicker, where I'm quicker, where I can make the stick. I know actually he struggles through this section. I know this from TCR. He's quite good through there this time though. And yeah, we're just going to just sit behind them and look for the right moment. We're going to try to make it clean as possible. It's very difficult to overtake on this circuit in these cars. Everybody is sort of very similar, obviously, on pace, and it's fixed setup as well. So everything's the same. It's all down to driving. There is a little bit of dirty here that does make it a little bit more difficult when you get closer with a little bit of understeer. Yeah, so no opportunity yet. We're just not quite close enough to really make a move just yet. We are just starting to gain on him though. So I know I'm strong through this section. So now I really want to push and try to find some space. We're right on his gearbox now. He makes a little bit of a mistake and he leaves us space to make the move, but he turns in on
Bro,
us. Unfortunately, we were fully alongside, and I think he might be in one screen, maybe didn't see us. But then Kurt also manages to get through, so we got our head down again through the last corner. He's wide, gets a bit of a snap. We got the run, and we're going to pull out of the slipstream and go side by side. And now it's down to who's got the biggest balls on the brakes. And he half pulls out of it, but he comes back at us around the outside, trying to hold it around the outside, but we shut the door and the move is done. So now
no,
we
wait
are
for me.
focusing on the next target up ahead, which is our teammate Doe. Always have really good battles with him when we do get the chance to race. It's one of the guys on this group that I know really well. I know that I can race, and I trust him. So I'm really looking forward to trying to bridge this 4 seconds and hopefully get into a bit of a battle with him towards the end of the race. we've already pulled in 1.5 seconds on Doe, down to 2.4 seconds as we start another lap. So we just want to try to keep pace as high as we can. We did get some front wing damage from the earlier contact with Gabriel, but Doe locks up into turn 1 and he's off, unfortunately, and we get through, but that puts pay to having a bit of a race with him. So now moving a bit further into the race onto lap 13, we've bridged, we've taken from 5.5 odd seconds behind Van into just the 3 now, and now we're pushing really hard to try to catch up with only 7 laps. I mean, you're doing a minute a lap, so it goes by really quick. Only 7 laps to go, but we're going to see if we can catch him and hopefully find the room to get a move done. Obviously, catching is one thing, passing is very much another. So yeah, I should let this run and we'll see how this pans out. You'll see that every other lap it's like a new fastest lap, new fastest lap. I was really pushing super hard to try to catch him and see if I could pick up a P11. Again, starting from I think P23 up to P12 was a really good result for me so far. Obviously, we had a few bumps and barges earlier in the race, but nothing since then. It's been pretty smooth sailing. Another fastest lap on that last lap, so still just keeping the head down. 5 laps to go. Let's see if we can get close and get into position to make a move. Do have some traffic 8 seconds up the road, some lap traffic, but they shouldn't come into play. They're quite far up the road, so it should just be myself and Vanna fighting for P11 into the finish. Inside 2 seconds now as we start the 16th lap. But we have an incident with the back markers up front. And can Vander get through? Can I get through? We managed to just about, both of us just get through the incident okay, but now we're right in the mix, just a second behind with 4 laps to go. Let's see what we can do here. Less than a second now, pushing really hard. half a second behind now. So now we're in the space where we're really starting to think about where can we get a move done, where it goes a little bit wide, and do we have the drive? But he gets a decent run out of the last corner, and we're not going to be close enough to make a move or get a move done on this lap. But now we really are thinking about where we quicker, where can we make that move. But I want it to be clean. There's a little bit of a snap, and he's slightly wide. He misses the apex, a little lock up, but still not close enough to get it done. We really are right on his gearbox now, so any mistake will be through. A little bit of a moment through there, pushing a little bit too hard. Lost a couple of tenths as a result. It's a little bit wide there. And now we're going on to the last lap of the race, but I didn't realize that this was the last lap. I thought I had another lap after this. So what I wanted to do is on the last lap, I was just going to probably send it into turn one if I was close enough. But yeah, because of that, I wouldn't have been close enough on this lap anyway. So I don't think I really would have had the chance to make the move. But you hear in a second how confused I was that the race was over. I didn't realize. I think it's probably because my relative is blocking the white flag, but I didn't realize. I think I was looking at the lap count rather than, oh, it really close, but couldn't get it done. We just like kind of, I think I remember thinking back now, I think we just backed out of it. I don't think it would have been clean. But yeah, I didn't realize it was the last lap. So coming up to what I think is going to be the last lap, and he goes a bit wide. I get quite a good run, so I think this is my chance. I can try and do him on the brakes.
What happened?
As we go, we see Paul coming over the radio now, and as we go over the line, he goes what I thought was defensive, but I'm slightly working out that that's the end of the race. So unfortunately, it was P12.
Oh man!
But from where I started, I was actually really happy with the P12, and thank you so much to Vanna. It was a really mega battle at the end. So unfortunately, also my OBS froze during race 2, so I didn't get most of it. So unfortunately, I don't have that one. But just race 1 replay I've got. But yeah, it was a really cool race. I really enjoyed racing with all the guys, but definitely with Van at the end. So yeah, man, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for spending time with me. And until the next time, it's bye bye for now.